Hello there, viewers, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on the Small Farm Survival Challenge series. And unfortunately, I am the bearer of bad news. We just got this tractor in the last episode, but unfortunately, this is going to be the last episode of this series. I have just come up with the conclusion that trying to do a survival challenge on this map is going to be long-winded. Of course, if it's a challenge, go for it. I love a challenge, but it has took forever to get to this stage to buy another field, connect it with ours, and have a rotation of sorts. Because this was a crop, then it was grass for a while. I had difficulty with that grass, picking it up with cheap, affordable, old equipment to make it into silage, to gather, to even mow it up and everything else. And it's nice to have two sets. I could have had the second field grass and then this field agro, but it wasn't enough grass there to do anything. It's difficult to start on a map with fields, even small ones. The chickens have run out. Actually, wait a sec. They've got 10 litres and 0. They've run out of food. It's difficult to get stuff sorted. So I just was like, you know what? Let's chalk this up to experience. Because obviously I am new to the whole survival challenge aspect and everything else. I've learnt some stuff. I've gone on to... Oh yeah, I hadn't got a front bit. Okay then. I have found a map which was small, to obviously make it a bit more challenging, which it has been a challenge, and I've succeeded in that, I reckon, to actually be able to get a new tractor, a second field, have things in place so I can actually have a kind of a rotation going. So if I really wanted to, I could harvest that and then easily turn it back into grass, find a oldish mower or a compact mower. That's what the rules was. And go from there. Do silage again, but that means, oh, I haven't got another field to do agro on. If it was no man's land, then I can create the field to the size that I would like. I would have more trees to cut down, a better way of actually planting trees as well. So yeah, I've actually liked this challenge, but unfortunately it's time to call it a day and take what I've learned and start a new series. And I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I think it should be a rags to riches series. where I start off with absolutely nothing. No chainsaw, nothing. It depends on the map if I start with land, but I say that with the actual intention of showing you what the map looks like with choosing new farmer. So you know so you do see the actual buildings that get supplied to you, the land, what you start off with. I'll probably show you a small clip of the vehicles and machinery and equipment that you get given, but then all of it will vanish. I'll start off somewhere else on the map and I'll have 0 in the bank, no chainsaw, no nothing, and go from there, which means I will be using contracts quite a bit, because obviously haven't got anything, so I'll start off with contracts and then work myself up to the stage of buying the land that I start off with. So basically, once I start the actual game, the land that is given to you, and say that land costs 90,000, the only way for me to actually use that land is to pay that amount, and that's it, no other way. Right, I need a front loader for this beauty, and I think I'll get this one. It's a little bit bigger than the obviously smallest one, so I'll get that, and then I should be able to go ahead and pick up the silage, because that is now 100% fermented. So I need to go ahead and obviously pick up the silage, sell that, and then skip forward to actually I'm thinking, does sorghum drop straw? I'm sure it does. So I might actually leave the baler until last and sell that later. But I need to obviously take this to the shop, sell it, and then come back and pick up the silage. Right, there you go. Just sold the paddock forks. So let's go ahead and pick you up. Put you over there. Go over here. Sell the chickens. Select. So there we go. Sell them. Fantastic. Sell the rooster. Select. Sell it. Bye. See you later. And then, of course, sell these off. There you go. Because this one is actually empty. So that is not needed no more. So let's go ahead and sell the coop. There we go. Perfect. Not much, but it will do. And I'll wait until they're empty and sell them off. But yeah, it's really took me some time to actually think about this, and it's like, yeah, I know I brought this series over from my other channel because it wasn't fitting right on that channel, and that's why I made this farm channel. And that is why I made this farming channel. And hope that obviously with this of course being a farming channel and a farming game, it will be alright. And it has. It's been brilliant. I'm really grateful for all my subscribers, even though it's not many, I gotta admit. But obviously every view counts and actually helps. And I think going for a different series at this moment in time will actually suit better as well, because it's another series that is starting fresh from the beginning instead of coming over from another channel. I know I'm doing the Platinum Edition, but that is the Platinum Edition. Everyone's doing it and everything else and showing it off, whereas the Rags to Riches is me planning it out and actually making story up and starting out with nothing. I'm obviously going to be on normal instead of easy or hard. I would like to do a hard mode, but for now, let's just get all this silage. Right, first load, and then obviously another load, and that should be it. But before I go, let's plonk you there. And instead of waiting, I know I said I'll wait, let's go ahead and sell them. There we go. And there we go. Last lot. Sell. And fantastic. Gone. And of course, the eggs. The chickens actually helped now and then. Gotta admit. It's just, as I actually thought, when I first started this, it's going to be difficult and, of course, long-winded, because obviously starting off with nothing, it's a chore, but you need to actually have a cycle where you can actually do things more than once, shall I say. Have multiple things going, which obviously you can do multiple times. Like have a field for arable, so you can actually do multiple crops, and have a field for grass to have the ability to do multiple cuts out of. And then have other things going on. And unfortunately, it just would take far too long for me to actually do any of that, to get to that stage. If you think about it, I think this would be the 20th video? I can't remember how many videos it is, but it's taken me this long to get a new tractor and another field, and then to actually get that field sown, cared for, and merged with my original field. There you go, that is brilliant. And of course the rules was no leasing and no hiring. On the new Rags to Riches, I will be able to hire, but I will not be able to lease. Everything has to be paid out. The only way that I can lease is to borrow equipment for contracts. But when it gets to a certain point that I actually have got that equipment, I cannot borrow. So that's one of the biggest things what I'm actually putting on. Crop destruction will be on. Field stones will be on. So I have to actually worry about them, and there will be a constant instead of me actually turning them off, because there's actually now mods that allow you to use the field stones better and more efficiently, so they'll stay on. And I don't know about weeds. I've never liked weeds. So line will be on, ploughing will be on. It's just weeds. I don't know about that. If it seems easy to get rid of them, or have ability where they don't turn up, and it's a simple task, then I'll actually have weeds on. But if it's a daunting task, like how rolling is, I'm sorry, rolling is rolling. You do get something out of it, but it's a big job to actually do. So, roll, fertilise, lime, or whatever to care for it. But it just takes a lot of time and effort. So that might be on for a bit, and then I might flick the switch where I put a mod in where it allows me to have things already rolled for me. But I'll start off with natural roller, but we'll see. Here we go. And I'm sorry that if this episode is long, but I just wanted to make sure everything is done in this one episode, because of course it is the last episode. So let's go ahead, go to the shop, buy the harvester, and get on with the harvest. Over here, the harvester. We've already had this one before. Don't need anything else. Just box standard. Let's go ahead and buy this. There we go. And of course we are going to sell the sorghum straight away. I was hoping to actually keep it for the chickens and hopefully carry on with this series, but as I said before, it just would take forever to get to a stable point. And go on, out you go, brilliant. And I thought I didn't have crop destruction on. Alright then. Let's go for it then. I didn't think it was on. Never mind, it is on. So let's go on and harvest. I'm dropping straw. Can I disable that? No, I can't. So it's a lucky thing that I actually kept the baler, isn't it? I'm going to, of course, buy the trailer, what comes with the baler. There we go. Yes, yes, I know I can't access the land. I know, game. Don't worry. Sheesh. So, let me now hopefully get turned around properly so I can actually harvest this field up. And there we go. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I actually like this harvester. It does its job. It does it well. Well, here we go. 10,500 litres of sorghum being sold. I've dropped off the harvester, the front loader bit at the shop to go and sell. I am not going to pick up the straw. If I had the choice, I would have just disabled the swath anyway. Well, that's quite a bit of money. So the baler is at the shop as well. So let's go and sell things and end the episode, including this series. Here we go. At the shop, so let's start selling. So the baler up first, sell you, and give you a repair, sell the bucket, there you go, the front loader as well, sell that off, the harvester of course, not bad, and now, last thing, right. It is the tractor. Good old tractor. I actually like it. Unfortunately, it couldn't stay. So let's go over here. And, yep, bye-bye trailer. There we go. And bye-bye tractor. So you, there we go. And you know what? That is a massive high for me because I started this series with a chainsaw, a tractor, and the trailer. And I end this series with 100,000. I could turn around and say, right, next series I'll start off with that and that'll help me out, but to be honest, I don't want to do that, so I'm 100% going for a Rags to Riches series, and hopefully you'll join me on that journey, as well as the other journeys that I'm taking at the moment, with the Silveron Forest as well as Constant Farm, where the Constant one is appreciation of John Deere, and obviously Silveron is basically just a muckabout, really. Have fun, go for it. See if I can actually do things cheaper or better than what the game actually gives you. But anyhow, yes indeed, this is the end of the episode as well as the series. So thank you very much for watching, and remember, appreciate you all, and hopefully you'll see me in the next one. Bye!